Well, welcome back to it. It is Afternoon Express here on S3. Now, we're opening up to all things Italia, okay? And there's nothing like a delicious pasta, especially when, you know, they're folded and crafted by the hand, the real Italian way. Now, we have the sister duo Kiki and Paola here to take us through a masterclass of how to bring it all together. Ladies, welcome.
Hello. Thank you. Hi.
Your journey's been quite an incredible one. You are so devoted to your Italian food. Let's talk about your journey and your food story.
Well, I mean, us being Italian, second generation, but, you know, growing up in the Italian culture, you know, it's part of our DNA. We actually can't get away from it, you know. So we grew up with both parents being Italian and growing up with the Italian food and with our grandmother around, you know, I mean, that's just our life. That's food.
How do you say grandma in Italian?
Nonna.
Nonna. You know, she made sure that you guys were quite in it with the proper way to do it, right?
So my grandmother was very much one that didn't like waste at all. So Italian cuisine is very much not wasting anything and using everything up. So when we were busy cooking, whatever we were making, everything had to be used. And even when you were making your pasta and there were little bits and pieces left over of you cutting, it was then bashed up together, rolled out again, and then you make your tagliatelle, or you cut little small pieces and you put it in your soup. Nothing goes to waste.
Wow. Okay, so we're not wasting time with this one. You have 3 ways of the proper way to show us. Kiki, please tell us what you're going to be making today.
Well, we are going to demonstrate a few pasta shapes. There are countless. I mean, literally each little village in Italy has got its own little shape. But we're going to demonstrate 2 or 3 of them today. First one we're going to be doing is going to be the panzerotti. Panzerotti, which are little crescent moon-shaped pasta shapes. Okay. There we go. That's you're also going to try that out.
So I have to get my work in.
You're going to get your so we're going to be filling it with a ricotta and spinach filling, but really you can have so many different kinds of fillings. I mean, you know, generally the larger the shape of full pasta, you would have a vegetable filling. The smaller the shape is a meat filling. So we're going to be doing the crescent moon shapes, and we're going to take some of your filling over there in your piping bag. You ready?
Oh, yes, I am ready. Step 1. What is our first
one? Let me show you quickly.
Yes, all right. Let the expert do it.
So you put a little blob like that. Right? Sort of 3/4 way. Okay.
Was Nana quite you know, stern with you guys? Or Nonna?
But she was very loving. You know, that, you know, big, nice, bosomed lady that, you know, hugged you and kissed you. But when you were doing stuff wrong, you knew about it, that's for sure. So you fold it wrong. And you fold it over.
Yeah.
All right. Then you press around the filling.
Around the filling.
Step 2, fold it over.
So you need to get as much of the air out as possible.
Just one fold.
All right, so now we're cutting.
Yes, yes. So I'm using a crinkly cutter, but you can even use a smooth one, and then I'll show a little folding technique when you get there. So you just go around like that.
Very close to your
to your filling. You don't want too much pasta, so your filling is the star of the show. Okay. And the pasta is, you know, just keeping it in there.
That's what you say, until you're eating the pasta.
Yes, so the pasta has to be good, no doubt. Then you just fold it around like that. Make sure that the air's all out. And there we go, as simple as that.
Okay, you did say the name of it, the style of cutting. What is it again?
Panzerotto.
Panzerotto.
Means little tummy.
Little tummy.
Little tummy.
You see?
I can see that. I can see that. So now we're going for our second one.
Yes.
What is our second one called?
Our second one is a cappellaccio, which means a big hat.
Listen, I hope everyone at home has a notepad and they're taking down notes. Also just practicing how to pronounce these, you know, special Italian creations. Okay, so how does that come alive?
So, cappellaccio is also a biggish pasta shape, so more for a vegetable filling. You don't want a lot of big clunk of meat, you know, in your pasta. So you do This is a little bit more complicated.
So that's why I'm just watching.
Are you just watching?
I'm just watching.
Okay. Okay, so we need to make squares of this. So I'm just going to cut it into a square, so slightly smaller.
There must be something about the way that the Italian make their food. It's always quick, chop, chop.
Yes,
There's no time to waste.
No. Well, some and some not. So our sauces take a little bit longer.
Oh, yes,
the
of
slow-cooked sauces. So now this little bit doesn't go to waste. I'm cutting it up into little pieces that you can make pasta with or put into your soup. And they're called maltagliati, which means badly cut. Badly cut.
Badly cut. There's no technique
pasta.
here.
No, you just go. All right, so now I'm cutting it into squares. Okay, and here we put a nice dollop of filling inside.
So how do you want to make sure, like, what is the one thing people often get wrong with this particular one?
Look, your pasta, the bigger your pasta shape, slightly thicker dough, because otherwise it collapses.
It falls apart.
Yeah, so your small pasta shapes that are filled,
okay,
the dough must be nice and thin, otherwise you get too much pasta and not enough filling.
No, you want the filling.
Your ratio's got to be right.
Okay, great.
Okay, so then I just fold it over like that.
It's a bit of a triangle.
That's correct, triangle. Oopsie.
I love how interactive it can be.
Yes, it is.
Hey?
All right, and then you turn it over and you put the 2 points together.
Okay.
And there you've got a little hat shape.
I love that. It's really like some craft work going on here.
Yes, see, fold and the egg goes out.
And make as many as you can.
And as many as you
want.
can. There you go.
Our final one. Yes. What is our final one going to be?
Our final one is going to be a tortellini in brodo, which we're going to then show how to do the whole recipe afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, La Bottega.
Yes.
La Bottega is special to you, ladies.
Absolutely.
How did it all come about? That La Masseria, did I say correct?
Absolutely, La Masseria.
Wonderful.
Excellent pronunciation. La Masseria means the farmhouse, and that is, without La Masseria, there wouldn't be a La Bottega. So La Masseria was a family business, a restaurant started by my parents, and my mom was a cheesemaker. My dad was a pig farmer, but then turned into his salami making and so on. So it basically existed almost as a farmhouse restaurant, and after a number of years, you know, restauranteering is a tough business.
Of course, of course.
So after about 16 or 17 years, we decided La Masseria as a restaurant had closed its chapter, and it was time, to do something different. And La Bottega started as a little deli inside the Italian club, and we can never get away from food.
And look at you guys now. Look at you.
It's impossible. And so we do a range of, quality imported Italian goodies, but the homemade stuff is the key. It's just like takes center stage, and the La Masseria brand lives on in our homemade goods.
It's that authenticity, right, which you guys do bring across so beautifully. I love this. I love them because, this is incredible. It's a masterclass unlike what you will get anywhere else. So stay tuned for a fashion show by Rough Tongue. We're merging the food with the fashion. We're going Italiana.